Welcome to the Isle of Misfit Rolls. Today, not a 5e D&D actual play podcast, but actually a Savage Worlds podcast where we will be going into the Deadlands for today. And as my cowboy hat betrays me, today we will not be heroes. The difference between heroes and villains is not just perspective, but more this time. Thank you for joining us tonight. And don't forget, you can catch this episode live right here and on YouTube later this week and on Sunday on podcast services around the globe. But with that, I'll do a quick introduction of our characters and then I will shoot us over to our marshal for the evening. In the top left square, keeping this stream running, keeping those ones and twos going, we have Adam.
Hello, I am here. I'm running the stream. Yeehaw, partners.
In that middle left square, rolling the ones and twos, maybe not tonight because she seems to dominate the D6 games. We have Erica.
I do weirdly well at Savage Worlds, and I don't know why, but here we are.
It's still
Watch
low.
me now fail every roll.
Still
Well, yeah,
low total.
Yeah, but if it's a 4 is still a low number on a D4. I mean, it's still a low number even though if it's on a D4, you know?
Correct. Yeah.
Fine.
I think that's why. I think your curse is broken.
That's how it works, yeah.
And in that top right square, we have the D&D vet, but also a vet of all TTRPGs. We have Gray.
Hello.
And in that middle right square, normally your DM for the evening tonight, just a player, Mike. But most importantly, I'll hand the things over to our Marshall. Marshall.
Oh no. I'm in control now. Hi, I'm Ellen. You know me as Laurel. But today I am in charge, and that is good, probably. Alright, so Savage Worlds is my bread and butter, and Mike was like, hey, do you want to run a one-shot? And I said, yeah. And then we forgot about it until Thursday, but now here we are. Deadlands is a setting where the Civil War lasted extra long because supernatural things came out of nowhere and started chomping on people. So the year is now 1884. These hooligans are a gang led by none other than Otis Haywood III, Trips, Adam. I gestured, but I don't know where he is relative to me, so it might have gone in the complete wrong direction. But that's okay. But yes, so this gang has heard tell of some hidden treasure buried in a town called Prosperity, Desiree, which is the territory previously known as Utah. So this group of miscreants, misfits perhaps, has made their way to Prosperity, and here we find ourselves. I don't know if we're doing the intro video because it's not relevant to this, so I think we're just starting.
Is it not? Are you sure?
Oh no, what has happened?
Hit the video, do it!
All right, we're going to our intro video, everybody.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Oh, I'm apparently your Yeehaw Game Master for the evening, and it is a pleasure to be here. So, thank you, Erica.
I'm in the video.
All right. So let's get this party started. You know, upon seeing the worn sign that reads Prosperity, Desiree, population 48, with the 48 scratched off, that legend and rumor have long surrounded this town. Some say the town is the site of buried native gold. Others say it has some desperado's hidden loot squirreled away in one of its many corners, and yet more claim a forgotten crypt below the church holds jewel-encrusted relics. One thing they all agree on is that somewhere in this town there are treasures to be found. Treasure that attracts adventurers, cowboys, and ne'er-do-wells such as yourselves. The sun is just starting to set as you approach the town. As you walk in, let's go around and have everyone describe what their characters look like. And so if there were anyone to see you, what they would be seeing. Let's start with Adam, because you're first on my screen.
All right. Walking up into town, you see well put together young cowpoke. Dark skin because we always play black people. Nice little goatee. Hair is nice and flat, and he's wearing like a nice red vest, gold pocket watch hanging out, and it kind of seems to be at the front of the group. We have Otis Hayward III, who's the leader of the Haywood and Company gang, quote unquote. Maybe we're a company, maybe we're a gang of ne'er-do-wells. I don't know, but Otis is
Fine establishment.
Yeah, we're
a company of ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah, not criminals at all. But yeah, no, Otis is taking the front. With his pistols on his side. And yeah, that's what Otis looks like. Middle-aged, very handsome black man in a cowboy suit. You gotta love it.
Next up, Erica.
We're all on horseback, right?
Sure.
Cool. So,
maybe you walked here. I don't know. That's fine. Whatever. It's either horse or foot. Those are your options. Or in Professor Cornelius's case, mechanical mule. But
boss, do we have horses?
Everyone in this gang does have a horse. Or, excuse me,
Hell
family,
yeah.
company. We all have horses, yes.
You're a legitimate business.
Yes.
Okay, so sitting on the back of probably one of those smaller horses of the company, almost like she hasn't been in the saddle for very long, is a woman in this like nice like full like brown skirt with a little white blouse. She's wearing a blue shawl that has like water kind of motifs like woven into it. Long kind of blonde hair, this like ratty kind of cowboy hat that looks like it was like picked up off of like out of someone's hand-me-down bin, just to help keep the sun off of her face and shoulders. She's looking kind of like again kind of precariously around herself, but also very focused on not falling off her horse. This is Ronnie, a little unsteady but like very happy to be here.
And then next up, Gray.
So Professor Cornelius Curling is sitting atop a construct of pistons and steam, in the vague shape of a quadruped equian, aka a mechanical mule. The short gentleman is maybe 4 feet tall if he was off the saddle, wearing a what looks like a precursor aviator's helmet with like goggles sitting atop of it, with wearing also a leather apron with all sorts of pockets filled with various odds and ends and bits and baubles, as he's an older gentleman, probably in his mid-40s, maybe early 50s, sporting like a curly mustache of gray and like a little gray goatee, and he's got a perpetual smile on his face with these oversized Coke bottle glasses sitting atop of the ridge of his nose. And right now he's fiddling with a contraption of some sort or another, with the hair on his head and his arms standing up on end as an electrical current of static is surging through the entire through him and his mechanical mule.
And last but certainly not least, Mike.
Normally not too far from the side of Otis's horse, you'll find a gentleman with a thick black duster drapes around his horse. You can not normally see his eyes. He normally does have his cowboy hat pulled down, quite low, but you can always see smoke just coming over the brim as a poorly rolled cigarette just kind of like dangles off the side of his mouth, followed by his black leather pants and his black boots, and you see a little shimmer just from the spurs of his boots, and a couple rings on the brim of his cap. But the only thing that isn't that kind of darker thing is a lighter colored, almost like ascot that he has tucked in with the fleur-de-lis embroidered on it. And his name is Jean-Luc Fontaine, but most people just call him Frenchie.
And as you take your first few steps into town, a tumbleweed rolls in front of you and just crosses the street very nonchalantly, and the wind kind of whispers behind you, and everything seems very quiet, very still, and like you are very alone in this ghost town.
Can I get a lay of the land? Anything interesting? Anything cool?
Sure. Yes. This building immediately to your left appears to be... There is a sign that is very weather-worn at this point. You think it's probably the telegraph office, or used to be. Several of the windows are smashed in, and it looks completely dilapidated. You can tell that this building here, immediately to your right as you walk into town, is the saloon, just based on the style of the shutters and the fact that there is like a wraparound sign that says saloon repeatedly over on this corner. You're not entirely certain what this door appears to be, nor this door beyond it. Could be this... The closer one could be some kind of store. The whatever sign was there is now gone. You can see that there used to be like rivets in there that have just been pulled apart. And all the way down the street here, you can see a gold... Enough, Jesus. I'm reading my notes on here. You can see a stone building at the end of the street that is... somebody open the door. That is... has closed doors and appears to be the remains of a church. So that looks to be the only stone building in town. Everything else appears to be made of wood, and everything is in very poor condition. But yeah, here you stand.
All right, fellow company men and women, we've come here for fortune. I think it's going to work real well for everybody here, but of course be on your guard, as this place has been run down, and I'm assuming bad things are afoot. But everyone stay together, stay close, and we should be able to get ourselves a little bit of scratch and get out of this place by morning is the hopeful, is the plan.
Any idea as to why this place has been abandoned, Mr. Haywood?
Well, Professor, my assumption is something went bad, or maybe people just can't find any more gold, or, you know.
Then perhaps we should investigate the telegraph office first. If some sort of calamity befell this town, it clearly would be indicated there as they send their last missive.
Oh, I like that. You know, I do love a good plan. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit the telegraph office. All right, let's go. Let's go check this bad boy out over here then. Ellen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting for you guys. You can move your tokens.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're like playing on a thing. All right.
Yeah, you're playing on a thing. Yeah,
That's right.
So I was. I like that the Emma, the mechanical mule, is coming with you.
Yeah.
So you all like crowd around this door. Are any of you trying the handle?
Let me get the horses real quick, and I'll tack them up over here.
Right,
Yes, and you did see that there is a pen here, and while I did not put a gate on it, there is enough of a gate that you would be able to kind of keep them securely inside.
Okay.
I just power down the mule. Click.
You're
we'll-
dead now, Emma. For the
we will
moment.
drop off
R.I.P..
our transportation and we'll head back. While they get ready to open the door, Frenchie's just going to kind of keep an eye out around the town and just keep his hand on his 6-shooter.
Sure.
Just in case.
Roll notice, Frenchie.
What do that?
You go to your sheet and you click on notice.
I'm gonna
Or
do
you just
that.
roll your physical dice if you so wish.
Roll a notice.
I pull out my metal dice for my wild die.
Fancy.
Did it go well? Did I roll notice?
You have to click roll in the chat.
Now I'm clicking the roll. Here we go.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, oh my god.
Look at this notice. You notice
Louise.
everything. All right. You feel pretty comfortable that there's nothing immediately around you that represents any danger.
I guess for
You-
audio, real quick, that was 3 4s and a 3 on 4d4s.
Oh, yes, I
15.
forgot. Yeah. Oh, and in Savage Worlds, for those who are not aware, if you roll the highest number on a die, so a 4 on a d4, you get to re-roll. And so Mike just rolled 3 4s on a d4 for a total of 15, which is very good. Congratulations. First
Woohoo.
roll of the game.
Nice, 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 nice,
We
nice.
win the
Um,
Savage Worlds.
You do.
Oh, we're ahead. Thanks for
It's
pointing out.
funny. The last 2 times that I ran this one shot, both times the first notice check, they crit failed. And then so something bad immediately happened.
Oh wow.
So something bad does not immediately happen to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frenchie's just taking pretty much taking the lookout position as the other 3 get ready to enter the building.
Okay. Yeah. So you think you hear on the wind from down this direction, which you think is like the main thoroughfare of town, to the south, between the rows of buildings, not in the direction of the church, but like at the vertical part of the T intersection.
Mhm.
You think you hear on the wind crying, like a woman crying, but it comes in and out. You can't be certain that's what you're hearing.
Trips, do you hear that?
No, you've got a keener eye or
Oh.
ear than me. What is it?
What do you hear, Mr. Fontaine?
The wind carries the sound of a distressed woman's voice. We should be on the lookout, and hopefully there's no. He kind of winks at you and just goes, "No goods in this town.
Should we
Only
Should we-
respectable people like us."
should we investigate, Mr. Haywood?
Let's check the telegram office and then we'll all go together because splitting up at the very beginning sounds like a bad use of my powers.
And they are mighty powers at that, Mr. Haywood. And he kind of gives you a little hat tip, and he goes, "I've got your back."
Appreciate it, Frenchie. All right, I'm gonna open this door now. Oh,
It is locked. Yeah. Adam has clicked upon the door and discovered that it is locked.
Yeah.
So yeah, you reach out and the handle does not give at all. It feels, to your expert opinion, it feels as though it is a locked door rather than a jammed door. So like you could conceivably pick it.
and I would know the person in our group who can lockpick is
Frenchie!
Frenchie. You
Your perfectly respectable business organization.
It's just in case
Yup.
of emergencies. Frenchie, you mind giving this a kick?
Yes, turns out I just happen to have the key right here. And I'll move over, and I will attempt to pick the lock.
Sure. Go ahead and roll thievery. A perfectly respectable skill
For business
by
people.
upstanding citizens.
Locksmith
Did-
business side, it's totally fine. Very legit.
At it.
Yeah, Frenchie seems like a locksmith to me. Okay. A 4 will do it. Oh, that reminds me. I should tell you all. You all start with 3 bennies. You will earn bennies when you do things that are funny or in character or clever, or whenever I feel like giving them to you. So, basically, but in the event of a roll that is not as high as you would like, you can use a benny to re-roll, and you can use them for several other things that will come up potentially if you get injured. And I'm sure it's a perfectly safe town, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that, you are able to feel the perfectly legitimate key that you happen to be carrying for this telegraph office click in the lock, and the handle turns, and you're able to open the door.
It wasn't. It seems they are welcoming us in. We should probably take a look.
We'll take a look at that.
Click to open it.
Oh, is it dark in here?
It is dark in here. Something sees you before you see it. Although I was supposed to make these glow. Oops. Hold on. One moment. One pause while I
Make this clicky thing go away. Stop, please. I'm not trying to hold the click button.
It'll go away. Don't worry.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Did it make a
Oh,
glow?
I
Oh,
can see
I can see
in
it.
there.
Yep.
you can see a thing. Oh, that's why, because I didn't hit save. I'm good at Foundry. There we go.
There we go.
Ooh, it's
Spectral
glowing.
light appears as you open the door. And there is a man? Question mark? Definitely see-through. Definitely looking at you, incredibly aware of the fact that you are there, and not really thrilled about it. And so I'm going to show that little art to you guys. It is disturbing in that it is not very clear what you're looking at.
Extraordinary. It's a spectral apparition of some sort.
And I am going to need an agility roll, Otis.
Okay, I can do that. What is my agility? D6. All right. Let me see what happens here. Oh, I popped a 6. 7. Yeah, 7. 6 and a 1, right? Yeah, 7.
You don't add them together.
No, my
you
second. I
just
rolled
take-
a 6, and then I re-rolled
I
the
see.
6.
Okay.
And got a 1.
Yes.
So 7. Yeah.
7. Yes. So you manage to duck just in time as a crate is hurled across the room at you and hits against the wall behind you, shattering into splinters that rain across you and your fine hat and suit. And so clearly, this spectral gentleman is not pleased to see you. So we are going to go ahead and enter into combat.
Oh, crap.
Combat with a
Or-
gun.
Unless you guys are going to run away. So,
Fuck
but that would be determined in a moment. Okay. Okie doke. So, the way this works is it pulls cards for you guys. Okay, Frenchie, you are quick. So you got a 3 of spades. So I assume you would want a different card that is higher. So you would like to draw another card until you get
correct.
above a 5. Okay. You got the king of spades instead. So we will be selecting that one. And you are going first. So first up is Frenchie, and then is this spectral gentleman who is not pleased to see you all. Does anyone want to spend a Benny to get a higher card?
I'll keep what I got.
Okay. Cool. All right. So Frenchie, go ahead first.
So do I have a straight shot from where I am currently?
Yeah. You're in the doorway. Yeah. And
And
all the debris around him is kind of like on the floor. The only thing that has any height to it is like these boxes behind him.
Okay.
The room itself is scattered, and you can tell that it has been left undisturbed for a very long time, and it looks like it was kind of ransacked before whoever lived to your left.
Okay. Then I will take I'm going to pull out my Colt and fire off a shot.
Okay, go ahead, roll shooting.
Rolling. Make sure I have marksman turned on.
Those are fun dice.
That would be a 7.
Okay.
An 8, sorry.
I regret to inform you that your bullet goes through this man and appears to do nothing to him. It whizzes through, and as it goes through the spectral energy, it just kind of like opens around the bullet and then closes again in a wisp of smoke. And he just looks kind of mad at you, but not at all injured in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, Trips, the bullets, they do nothing.
That's good to know, partner.
Are you going to move or do anything else on your turn?
I will move into the vicinity.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is...
Am I able to reload on my turn, or does that have to be...
that is technically another action. The fact that... I'm going to be real with you here. You cannot do anything to him with your bullets. Even if you had gotten a raise, it would have done nothing. So it wouldn't matter to have subtracted -2 from it. But technically, in order to reload, you'd make that your second action. So you are able to... I'll say that you're able to do that because the multi-action penalty wouldn't have harmed your ability to do anything anyway. Okay. So the fact that you have shot at him does seem to irritate him. Okay. And he is going to go ahead and throw a chair in your direction, Frenchie.
Okay.
He does miss. It hits that barrel next to you, and kind of like the barrel and the chair both kind of crumple together into one giant wooden heap. But it was very, perhaps too close for comfort. And you think that if it had hit you, it would not have been a good time.
As it shatters like a tabernacle.
Oh my. All right. So that was... He is going to move closer to you, actually. And he does not walk so much as he just... is not even flies. He is in one place. He blinks out of existence, and then he blinks back into existence several feet closer. And he looks pissed. As he is closer, you are all able to tell that he looks like he was a man of maybe about middle age, maybe a little younger. He is wearing a hat and a suit, and it looks like he might have suffered a bullet wound to the head when he was alive.
The chair that he threw, he picked up off the ground and threw?
It levitated from behind him, and it came in your direction.
Not physically grabbed. Okay, got it.
Nope. He did not appear to do anything. The fact that the chair was flying through the air is probably connected to the ghost, but he did not physically pick it up.
Okay, good to know.
And next up is Ronnie.
So Ronnie can't see anything, so I'm going to just... And now suddenly, as she steps into the doorway, she goes, Mr. Haywood, do we want to deal with that, or are we gonna...
Do your thing.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, it's like I think it's six squares of movement. 1, 2, 3. Is that a 4? 5? Having heard Mr. Haywood, not Mr. Haywood, Frenchie shoot and reload his gun, she's gonna come over to Haywood and be like, all right, I'll give me where's your... And she'll see his gun kind of like hanging out on his hip if he hasn't drawn it yet, and she'll kind of like hold her hand over it and go, all right, please, folks of the river, please lend us your assistance just for a minute. And she'll hold her hand over his gun, and it's almost like water starts to pour from all the pores in her hands and her arm, and kind of climbs down into her hand. And when she puts puts a finger on the gun, it kind of encases it, at least around the gun itself, and then until it kind of coalesces at the tip of it. I'm gonna cast Smite as a power onto Mr. Haywood's gun.
Go ahead and roll
So-
faith for your power.
I roll. Okay, I'm gonna hit this button right here, which I think rolls it. That doesn't do anything. What is that?
Yeah, if
I'm
you-
not in the right
yes.
chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got this.
Ooh,
Hey.
okay,
Roll
okay.
some dice.
Okay,
Bunch of sixes,
okay.
Let's go. I
Nice.
exploded 2 of my d6s for a number that is 14. I got it.
You can just read it. You don't have to do math.
I have no. I didn't read it though. I don't look. It's a lot of boards in the screen. I gotta find where I want to look. It's a lot of work sometimes.
It's highlighted. It's blue.
Okay.
That's okay.
So
Yes, what happens is exactly as you describe. The watery, spectral, similar like spirit energy comes from your hand and encases Haywood's gun. He is not alarmed by this because he has seen what you can do before, and it is appropriate in this situation. So you feel, Haywood, that your gun has been invested with some sort of magical power that you will be able to shoot at the ghost.
All right.
So, and that does an extra
plus
what
4
happens
with
on-
raise.
+4 with a raise. Okay, so when you do your damage, it'll be +4, and your entire bullet situation will be magical. So,
Okay. Very cool.
all right. Anything
Sorry,
else?
Monsieur Fontaine, but you were reloading your gun, and I figured you get more shots in, you know.
You just get cut eye.
Around you.
All right. Is that your turn, Ronnie?
Yes.
All right. Next up is the professor.
So Cornelius like peers in here and goes, "Oh, it's extraordinary." As he like pulls out his Tesla rifle, clicks a couple switches on it as it thrums to life, causing static to fill the air. And he says, "Face the awesome might of 1.21 gigawatts!" As he like proceeds to pull the trigger and try to blast the apparition with a bolt spell.
All right. Go ahead and use your weird science for spellcasting.
Hold on.
I mean, you can click on the power and it'll come up with it for you.
Sorry.
And so go ahead and uncheck bad eyes because you are wearing your glasses, in fact.
Yeah.
So
And
you do not
then
have that penalty.
And I just roll.
Oh, it's gonna be some Velma stuff. You're gonna lose your glasses.
It can happen.
Ooh,
Would you like
that's
to
terrible.
spend a penny?
Yeah, I kind of don't want that to happen, so I will. There's a penny.
Throws it on
So-
the table. It's like meh.
Meh. So I get to re-roll that, right?
Yes. There's a little re-roll button next to the original roll, the result you did.
Okay, hold on. It's
Yeah,
the
there's like a
re-roll.
re-roll with Benny button. which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
in the future you
So-
can just click the re-roll with Benny button. Oh no!
Same roll.
Wow.
Oof.
That was terrible.
That's a little bit funny. So Gray rolled a 1 and a 2, and then proceeded to do Benny's again and rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
ain't
you could
working.
spend another penny if you want.
Nah. It's
Okay.
like click, 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 click. He's looking down. Like click, click, click. It's like,
And as you look down and you are trying to make it go, you do eventually depress the trigger, and it does spurt electrical energy out over here, probably completely past the ghost, and it does burn a very significant hole in that like beam that had fallen from the ceiling.
it's working. I'll just need to work out the kinks. That's about all he does.
All right. And then next up is Trips, the boss.
All right. Question for you, real quick, before I do this.
Absolutely.
For my edges, the commands and inspires and all that, I know I'm at the end of the turn, so does it roll over till next turn, or is it the thing where I need to be going first for it to matter?
No, it lasts. Well, it depends on which one you are doing. Let me look at your sheet real quick.
If I was doing Inspire,
If you're doing Inspire,
is it until that person's next turn?
I believe so. Yes. Inspire. Once per turn. Yeah, you may. Yes. So it would be. It would be until the end of whenever they go.
When they go. Okay.
So
I will look to Ronnie like, thank you, ma'am. And I'm taking 2 actions. First, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot with the pistol at the ghost boy.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Thank God. That is a total of 6. Because I rolled a 6 and then a 2 on that same dice. So -2 because of multi-action, right?
Yes,
All
correct.
right, so 6 to shoot the ghost.
Okay. All right, and with your magically infused bullets, you will be able to do damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
And it's with +4, right?
Yes.
Because of the smite. Now, what is my damage? 2d6 plus 1. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that is 5 on the dice, +1, so 6, and +4, so 10, I suppose.
All right, 10. Yeah, so you see this ghost as essentially a man. You have shot men before. You know where to shoot. You shoot for the heart. So you just take aim and it's steady and it is confident. And you shoot this ghost and the bullet seems a little blue and shimmering as it carries Ronnie's energy with it. And the second the bullet touches the ghost, it explodes in blue flame and disperses completely. And you have killed this ghost.
Bested the ghost, all right. I will look around. Everyone's like, all right, everyone's all right. I then look at the professor. I was going to give you a pointer, but it seems that is no longer necessary. Just be careful with that thing next time, all right?
Yes, Mr. Haywood.
All right. Let's go ahead and check this place out.
I was going to say, the blue light that was there fades as the ghost disappears.
All right. Is there... I know I definitely have a lantern, so how do I use it?
I can give you...
Give me some light, please.
token vision, because I have a mod that does it. Okay. Apply. There we go. You have your lantern out.
All right.
As Trips pulls his lantern out, Frenchie's just going to kind of go look and poke around right where the ghost's final spot was.
I have a quick
Sure.
question.
Yes.
How long does smite? Duration 5.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So 5 turns.
5 turns. Okay. Continue.
Frenchie, as you go to where the ghost was, nothing about it seems different than any other area in the room, except it might be a little colder. But the longer you stand there, the more the heat of the afternoon and evening of the desert comes back to you.
But there's no scorching or anything on the floor from the blue flames or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Interesting. And he just takes another drag on his little cigarillo.
All right. Yeah. So if people want to start exploring, I got a lantern out. I guess I don't know if there's like a look for clues roll or whatever, but
There is. It is research.
Professor, what are we looking for?
We are looking for the remnants of the telegraph machine, as well as possibly any of the copper cabling that was left behind. Somewhere around there should be a kiosk of some sort or a desk in which they would keep a record of all the messages that were received, as well as the ones that would be sent out.
Right. Look for mechanical stuff. Gotcha.
I can make a research roll. I got a D6 in research.
I don't even know what research is. Probably trash.
If you don't have it, you roll untrained. So that is a D4 minus 2.
We all make a roll, or
If you
Go
want
for it.
to. You do not
yeah.
have to.
I'll make a roll. So actually, I'm trained.
Yeah, if it's not one of my skills, this means I'm not trained in it, right?
Correct.
Ooh, boy. You go for it,
Yes.
Professor. You got it.
Got a 4.
4.
Mhm.
As you poke around, you see that there's some various furniture that probably wasn't here initially, like during the operation of the business. Like this appears to be a bed and like scattered and like mildewed sheets and such. There is a set of drawers over here that
Ooh.
look like it might have belonged to a desk, but when you go through it, there is just either blank paper or paper that is completely illegible. The desk that you think would have been where the telegraph machine sat is over here against the far wall, and the best you find is like maybe
How thick is the paper in the drawer? Over here.
The stuff that is salvageable and not damaged by like the elements.
The stuff
Maybe
that's with the illegible writing on it.
Pretty thin.
Pretty thin.
Yeah.
Is it handwritten or has it been typed by a telegraph?
You're not quite sure with your 4 that you got. You can't really like it's dark in here and you can't
Okay,
really
we'll
tell.
figure something out later. We'll put that in one of my many pockets.
Okay. You do find about 12 inches of copper cabling. That's about it. You're not sure if it would be in a state that is usable, recyclable.
Copper cabling is always recyclable.
But you do not find the machine itself. You expect from your own experience on how much that would cost that would have been taken with the people who left this town.
I was just hoping that they might have some of the missives remain. Looks like a squatter took up residence here, and it looks like anything of value's already been thoroughly taken.
Yeah.
Mr. Haywood.
That's fine. We checked and we can keep on moving. And everyone, of course, be on your toes because now we know there are ghosts here for sure.
And as you say that,
Oh, Lord.
you all hear a piercing scream come from a southerly direction in town. It doesn't sound like someone immediately being murdered or anything like that. It sounds like a wail of sorrow and distress.
Is it similar to the one I had heard earlier?
It is probably a female voice. You cannot say for sure because you have only heard vague crying and now a scream if they are the exact same person, but it is possible.
You all hear that one now?
Yeah, heard that one for sure.
Indubitably.
Everyone make a notice check while you are outside.
I can notice real good. Eight.
Okay.
13.
Nice.
Hold on. I still need to roll. Where's mine? I got double. Where's mine on this? Double force. There we go.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay. That is good enough for all of you to notice movement down the street near the church as you see a person. You're not very sure from this distance, except for Ronnie, who feels a coldness in the pit of her stomach at the sight of this person. You can tell for sure that this is not your average human, and there is something deeply wrong in the way that you sometimes feel deeply wrong about this person.
Mr. Haywood, that's not good. That's real not good.
Do you have any suggestions?
don't get too close to it, I guess. Maybe we can hide if it doesn't see us. Maybe it don't, or if it doesn't know we're here already. But probably don't get close.
All right, y'all. You heard Miss Rainey try to get down and let's slink. Hope this thing didn't see us.
I would love for you all to make a stealth roll.
Are we sneaking off towards the saloon? See if they left us anything to drink.
I mean, I guess we just want to get out of its line of sight, so I guess down toward the saloon would make sense. But yeah, let me give you a stealth roll.
You're welcome for always hitting this.
What happens if I hit 6s on both of them? Am I just really good at the game?
Roll.
Yes, but it means that you reroll both and you take whichever one is ultimately higher.
15 for my stealth.
Okay.
5. Frenchie.
Okay.
I don't know
4.
what I have. I can't see anything. Let me refresh
Oh.
the page because everything just went blank on me. I made a roll and I don't know what it is.
Oh,
got
no.
a 2.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
2.
Good.
I am giving you all a Benny for your very good roleplay and also your thought to check the telegraph office for what happened. So I'm giving Cornelius an extra Benny, actually. I've
Hey.
never had anyone in this one shot think about that, ever.
Keep on walking.
The vet that keeps the marshal in check. I'm telling you, he's a pain in the butt.
All right, so Ronnie, you are able to spend a Benny if you would like to reroll.
I think I do. Okay, wait. You said there's a reroll button. If I go to result,
Yes, you can do the spend a Benny to reroll. Reroll with Benny.
reroll with Benny. I can't find that.
It's right next to the result. It's the little picture that has the Deadlands symbol on it. I can click it if you would like.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know where that is. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. Reroll with Benny.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we'll take
there
it.
we go.
That's a little nicer.
Good old 7.
All right. Let's see how. Oh, this is
I imagine
very good.
that like Ronnie kind of like as she's going, she ends up like almost like stepping on
no.
something that's a little more of like
Oh,
a, oh
gosh.
god,
Oh no.
great. A lot more like I was gonna say whatever, like a rock, and she's almost like slips and falls in it, but the ground under her feet kind of turns to mud for a second and slicks and makes everything a little less noisy as she
Don't
walks.
know
But it doesn't matter
sauce.
much. It doesn't matter when you're Marshall.
Well,
racist twice.
he did roll a 16.
Yeah.
So he does turn, and it's a very stiff and mechanical turn of the actual physical form of this individual. Like the way he is turning is like he doesn't have complete control over a human body like a normal living person would. But having said that, there is also a kind of manic energy about him that seems like the surface of his skin is almost moving constantly. You are not close enough to determine what that means. Who put down the world's largest template here?
Oh, that might have been me by accident.
Okay.
Like I just thought it was going. We got a blood moon.
Yeah, I was like,
No.
what happened?
It happened right when all the bad stuff happened, so I figured
Sorry,
that
I
was
was
you
trying to do
setting something up.
measurements. My apologies.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now I need to get rid of it somehow.
You should be able to find the center of it and delete it if you place it down.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here.
Blood moon.
I mean, it was very well timed.
No, I did think
Yeah,
that
hold
was you
on.
too.
Where's the door to the saloon?
Can I delete it? Okay.
Oh, there it is. Hold on. I found
The door
it
to
right
the
there.
saloon. You do not currently, from your position, see the door to the saloon.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not this side of the building. Okay.
Hold on. Select. Select tokens. No. Where is it on this one? Going back to this. No, that doesn't work. I'm trying to select it. It's being a pain. Found the epicenter. Just
I don't
can't seem
remember how to do
to
this.
click on it.
Oh well.
As we struggle with. Oh, here it is.
Cool.
There.
There we go.
Cool.
I kind of like
so if
the
you
blood
do
red.
if you do measurement controls and then click on the center, you'll be able to delete it. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, he is going to start moving down the way towards you.
I'll.
So
We should get in
go
this
ahead.
saloon, Mr. Haywood, maybe.
Yeah, the door's not on this side. I guess. Boy. Because I'm just thinking out loud now. The door's not on this side, so it's probably around the other side. But he's between us and the other side. I'll tell everybody, hey, everyone, get as close to a building as you can. Get in defensible positions. I will see what can go on. And I'll take a step forward.
okay.
And what I'm trying to do is look for the saloon door, but also approach this thing and try to speak to it at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to see pretty clearly that one of the doors is here. It does appear to be closed.
I'll motion like behind my back, like I'll point like down the hallway or down the alleyway, so you guys know like, hey, over here. If you guys want to start moving, and I'll be like, excuse me, are you could you help me out, sir? Seem to have stumbled upon your little town here. Is there any way you could help a fellow traveler out?
Roll notice.
Okay. And I hope you guys are moving, by the way, because I'm giving you a distraction. I got a 4.
4. How far away are you? Okay. At that distance, you are starting to be able to tell that this is not a person who is able to speak to you. The surface of the skin is like moving.
Mm-hmm.
You think it is a person composed of bugs, maybe?
We're not doing any of this. I'm gonna start moving with my facing him. Well, again, I telling you guys like, hey, all right, let's go. And
So can we make our way to the corner of the building?
yeah,
I would allow you guys to move probably 6 squares in the time that Trip was able to discern that. So go ahead and move 6 squares. At that point, I
Diagonal
think
count?
diagonal's fine.
Okay.
At that point, I think we will be entering into combat.
all right, bug man.
So go ahead and move as you will. Okay. All right. One moment, please. Okay.
You gotta trust me. Bugs were not a part of the plan.
Oh, Mr. Kit Harding got the Joker. So
Bad,
I
right?
get a Benny.
Oh, that's bad. It's very bad.
I get a Benny, and he gets +2 to all of the things that he does. I don't think he can physically get to you, though. Let me see. He is quick.
Don't be that quick, please.
Don't be too fast.
All right, he is going to roll his running die.
Oh, it's a running die.
Well,
Allows you to run.
yeah, it does allow you to run. So if you want to move past your normal pace is 6. If you want to be able to move further, you roll your running die, which is a d6 or a d8 if your pace happens to be higher.
Okay.
And that die does not ace. So the most it could get is 6. So the most you could move is 12 squares. And if you take an action after you have run, whatever action you take is at -2. So that's how running works. But he is going to go ahead and roll a little old d6. Okay. He was apparently not feeling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He
He's a
is
little
going...
bugged down.
Ah.
Yeah, sure. Oh, wait. I have you all selected still. One moment, please. I need to click off. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. So you see as this creature starts stomping in your direction, and as I said, it is a very unnatural type of movement because it is, as it grows closer, composed entirely of what appears to be ants.
Oh.
Writhing and moving and forming a person.
Lovely.
I can show you the token art. It's creepy.
Yeah, let me see this token art real quick, I guess.
I don't
Huge.
like it.
Show those players.
Oh, Bugman.
Yep.
No, thank you.
No wonder he didn't talk back.
Nope. Doesn't have mouth.
Looks like he could use an extra hole in that head.
Pew pew.
All his stuff is melee, so he can't even attack you with the Joker, which kind of sucks.
Or does.
Well, he's not going to attack you because he can't get to you, but he's scary.
All right.
And that is his turn. Next up is Cornelius.
I'm gonna try to use my Tesla rifle as a giant bug zapper.
Hit the deck. Hit the ground, everybody.
This
To be fair,
can't
you were the one
possibly
who's
go
walking
wrong.
away.
Let me just. What is it smarts times 2 for bolt?
Yep.
Okay. Let me just measure real quick. You might have to move a little bit. Your smarts is
D10.
D10. Oh, you're within range. You're fine.
So let's hopefully this doesn't go as badly as last time. Are you?
It goes exactly as bad as last
The
time.
exact
Oh
same
my
you know
God.
what? You know, I'm gonna spend a Betty on this one. Screw it.
That's if you do it again, you have more talent than I do. Just saying. Hey,
Much better.
nice.
I got
Okay.
a 5.
A 5 will hit.
Nice. So roll for damage. Yes,
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
7. Oh, 9.
Oh, for damage, you add it all together.
Yeah, 9 total.
Yep. All right. So your bug zapper essentially fires in a beam that makes a sound like a miniature thunderclap, and it breaks the silence of the town. And in the distance, you hear another scream of that woman you heard before, as this bolt of lightning connects with this pile of ants, and you have shaken him up. So what happens is it hits him in the shoulder, and some of the ants go spraying and flying, and then they immediately hit the ground and start returning to the body to reform. And but you watch as his head like kind of turns and looks at the shoulder where he suffered that slight that you just dealt him, and he kind of like looks back in your direction. Is there anything else you're going to do? Are you going to move?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Next up is Ronnie.
Well, we were asked to move, so I'm gonna just head down. 1, 2, 3. Actually, quick question before I go anywhere. What does an SM mean for range?
Smarts. So whatever your smarts die is. So I think you have a D8. So it would be 8 squares.
Ah, that's cool. Okay. Oh no, I did the same thing Gray did.
Okay.
Okay,
We know how to fix it now.
I got it. Okay. So in that case, I'm not off of the okay. I know how these buttons work. Give me okay. It's here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the door unlocked?
Are you going to open it, or are you going to try? You can click it.
I can
to
click
find
it.
out.
Right. Oh, it's unlocked. Okay, cool. So yeah, Ronnie will yell that the door's unlocked, folks. Probably get inside. I'm just gonna head in, and can I'm a 5. I can move 1 more 6, right? To
Yes.
get out of the way.
I was going to say you do happen to be I didn't configure these right. Hold on.
Oh, there's something in here. Great.
There sure is.
Oh, boy.
No, don't walk in there then.
Battle on 2 fronts. You just close the door. Be like, never mind.
Yeah. So
Danger,
once we see
danger.
this, we're gonna change the scene a little bit. Ronnie's gonna try the door and be like, door's unlocked. We can go in. And she's gonna open the door and see the thing.
Yep,
close
it is
the door.
another ghost, in fact.
She's gonna close the door immediately and say, "There's another ghost in there. Maybe not the saloon." I'm gonna back up to here.
So you were like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, nope.
There we go. Now
There's a ghost. There's a ghost. There's a ghost.
Yeah, you can now, if you move down, yep, you can now see the ghost that is there.
Yep, we saw that. We're heading up there. The door is closed again. I don't know if there's no close again option, but it's not open.
You can click it again.
I cannot. There's no door there.
Oh, there's supposed to be.
There is a door. Okay, it's closed. We're good. Door is
Okay.
closed. I was on a
It was
different. I
up.
was on like a ruler thing, and you can't open doors that way.
Okie doke. Awesome.
Yep.
Good turn. Love it. You get
Great.
a Benny.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Next up is Frenchie. There is a man made of ants who is coming towards your boss.
Pulls out the Winchester and takes fire.
Okay.
Click the Winchester. And I'm gonna click the marksman. And I'm gonna roll to hit.
Go ahead. Ooh. 17 or 18 because you have marksman. That's a raise. Go ahead and roll with an extra d6 damage. You take aim and you are hitting for center mass. You might want to spend a Benny to reroll that damage.
What a shitty roll.
Oh my god, it's even worse. Oh, well, it's not worse, but it's still bad. But it is enough this time to do a wound. So that is not as bad as the 5, which would not have wounded him. So, you are able to take aim at center mass with your Winchester, and you blow a hole through the center of what his chest would be. And ants go flying onto the thoroughfare behind him. They do continue trying to reform and repair the hole, but it seems like some of the ants are dead. So, you have injured this being.
Okay.
Are you going to move anywhere?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep. I was just clicked on thing on the wrong.
No, you're good.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
That way I can at least see everything. And yeah. So the Winchester only carries 1 bullet, I believe, right?
I think it's 2. It is Haywood's turn while we check that in your inventory.
Okay. Haywood
It's
will.
15 shots.
Oh.
Is it 11?
Shots 15, but for some reason when I loaded all my weapons, I only loaded 1 bullet into them.
Well, you
I
can
just
go
see-
ahead and
Load it properly.
fix that. Yeah.
1 bullet's all I need. So, seeing that this thing's starting to take damage, I'm like, let's see, I told Rainy to do that. All right, but like, Frenchie, Professor, finish this thing off. I'm going to use 2 actions, and I'm going to inspire both of them.
Okay.
So,
What are you inspiring them to do?
shooting for Frenchie, and then mad science or weird science or whatever it is for Professor.
Okay. You have to move 2 squares
Yes, I was gonna
southward in
move as
order.
well, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Just
I was gonna
just
go
to be within command range.
against the saloon. So yeah, I'm doing a command for both of them, which
Okay.
is a battle, which is a D10.
Yes.
So very nice. Oh god, that's good. So 12 for Frenchie.
Okay. Is that -2 or
Yeah, that was a
for the
-2.
multi-action? Okay, perfect. All right, so that is a raise. So that raises them 2 die types, correct?
You can double check for me.
I believe.
I don't think I can go any higher.
For your shooting?
You can get +2 is what would happen if
'Cause I'm pretty sure I'm a D10.
It's edges.
yes, I'm looking. I can look.
I'll just take
I
it as a
can
D20.
read. I know what I'm doing. No, you will not take a d20.
Does,
But why doesn't it tell me what happens?
doesn't it go from D12 to a D12 plus 1?
Yes. Well, he said he was already at the highest, so that's why.
No, I'm at a D10 right now.
Yes.
So we go to D12 next, and then he said it's race, so I move up 2 die types.
Yes.
So
So it would be a d12 plus 1.
D12 plus
Okay.
1 for your next shoot.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll for Professor with a 7 minus 2, so 5.
5? Okay. So that is a success. So it is increased by a die type.
So weird.
Okay.
Yeah, your science goes up by a die type. Mike, your D12 plus 1 for your next shot. And I move back up against the saloon. Rainy, everything all right? And I guess I just see her like close the door and like turn around.
She was yelling. She was like, "Nope, not all right. There's a
Okay.
ghost in there,
All right.
Mr. Haywood."
Okay. Stay out of there then. All right, that's my turn.
And technically, what happens is everyone within your command range increases in shooting, and everyone increases in mad science. It's just some people don't use those. So, and it actually doesn't say on a raise that it increases by 2 die types. So I think it is just 1, which is interesting because it usually has a raise feature, but it doesn't. So it is just plus 1 die type increase for shooting and for mad science.
sounds good.
Randy, if you want to use science or shoot a gun, go for it. Right now's your time.
I got one of those.
All right, that's it. That's my turn.
Okie doke. Perfect. And then it is the next round. Card automatically shuffled. Frenchie gets a higher card. You have the 7 of hearts. Okay. Ronnie is first with an 8.
It changes every round.
It does.
Yes.
That's so that you can potentially get the Joker more often.
All right. I can do some shooting. I guess. Okay. 1, 2. Can I shoot him from here? What is this thing? Right
It's
here?
a sign. You can see
sign?
under it. It's like a sign post. So at the top, it has like saloon or like Denver that way, and like stuff like that.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like it's not solid. You can see underneath the negative space beneath the sign.
Hey, Mike, you ready to get shot?
Always.
I mean, you could cast smite on him. I'm not telling you what to do, but you could do that.
Okay. A question I forgot to ask was, when do you get your powers back, like your power points?
Any hour that you spend not doing any intense action, which can include travel. So if you are on your horse for an hour, that you would get 5 power points back in an hour. So you just have to have some time pass and not be doing anything.
Okay. Like, I'm not a terrible shot. It's just if I crit fail, it's
But
gonna be
remember,
spectacular.
your dice is +1 right now because I'm such a good commander.
Is it a +1 or a die up?
Yeah,
a die up.
raise your
So
die,
it's a
raise your die.
D8. Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a D8 for a shot.
Yeah.
You
Go
know
for
what?
it.
Shoot your gun, Randy.
Famous last words. What could possibly go wrong?
Frenchie's dead.
Wait, what's the range? Actual range on this? I hit the wrong button.
The range on a Derringer
It's
is
not, like,
Just click your
on
Derringer.
thing. I did. It's not here.
it is if you right click it. 3, 6, 12.
I'm
So
very
you would
far
need to be
away.
within 3 squares to do the regular
Oh.
range increment. You can shoot Frenchie from here.
Yep.
But she could take a -4.
She could take a -4 from where she is currently to shoot it.
I can take a -4 to my shot. That's bad.
You can still get a
yeah.
4.
We're not gonna do that. Okay. And range is based on my smarts. So if I sit and I'll do smite again. Do I have to do a modifier before or after I use a power?
You have to declare it before.
Okay.
Because it affects how many power points you spend.
Fuck it. We're gonna add +1 Sorry, sorry. I know
New
how to
system,
speak
who
words.
dis?
Let's go. Okay, so Ronnie's gonna like put her hand on her derringer for a second and look up and go, and then look at also that Frenchie is like right between her and it, and she's gonna go, no. And she's gonna, instead, hold both her hands out, one towards to Frenchie and one towards Trips, and she's gonna do smite again, and this time almost from the air instead of like directly from her hands. Like water is going to be pulled from the air around like the two of them. It's gonna get very dry for a second as all the humidity gets sucked out and into their guns. I'm gonna spend an extra power point to make an additional recipient.
Okay.
More than one target for additional power point each. Yes. Okay. Sorry, Professor. I only got so many magic points I can spend. And I roll a die. Okay, if I want to do it without making a big hullabaloo, I hit this, right? Nope, I don't. We're gonna do it like this anyway.
Okay.
5. All right, it's a
5.
success.
We did it. So
So-
it's a +2 because I didn't get a raise.
Yes. And perhaps more importantly, their shots are now magical.
+2
So,
magical.
Yeah. So yes, the water coalesces in the air and kind of sprinkles across the barrels of your respective guns. And you have seen this effect before, Frenchie. You know that this means that you can shoot harder and better.
I like it.
Anything else you are doing, Ronnie?
I'm gonna just. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. I know how this game works. Pop myself back here.
Okay. Next up is Mr. Harding.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, he can get in range. He needs to unshake. Okay. Okay, well, let me unshake. Okay, cool. Oh, I have to click the button that says roll spirit. I can read. Cool. He is able to unshake.
Oh no.
And he lumbers forwards towards Frenchie and is going to actually what happens is as he approaches and gets within 5 squares of you 3, you can see him much better now. So I'm going to need you all to make a fear roll at -2. So that is a spirit roll -2.
Spirit -2.
Everybody?
You are far enough away that while it is scary, you are not yet like afeared.
I'm not scared yet. What does a D8 look like? That's my main question.
The diamond one,
Okay, that'll give you a -2.
the triangles together.
Roll.
Oh yes. All right.
Okay, a 5, you pass, Ronnie.
5 passes.
You are concerned, but you are not so
I-
frightened that you are.
I've been concerned since before this combat even started, so it's fine.
12.
12. Okay, good. You
Spirit.
go ahead, Mike. Yeah.
Put, I guess, Ran for -2.
Yeah.
Not gonna go well.
We got this 6.
Hey, it did go well, actually.
Hey, there we go.
That's good. And just as a hint, fear rolls, generally speaking, are things you want to spend bennies on if you fail.
Understandable.
Because if there is a modifier to it, you can actually get the worst result on the fear table. So keep that in mind. Just for our Savage Worlds newbies. So he is going to punch Mr. Frenchie.
Again,
Hell yeah, he is. What is your parry, Frenchie?
my parry is of the Matthew variety.
Okay, great.
Now
Thank
it's
you.
5.
Okay, he got a raise. So he does an extra d6 damage. Ooh, key.
A lot of
What is your toughness, sir?
9.
Okay. He's gonna spend a Benny so that he can do more damage. Because
Wow.
I'm mean. Sorry, guys. Oh, it was actually less damage. That's okay. You still take the higher one, so it's fine. But he does 12 damage to you, so you are shaken.
Okay.
So he punches out at you with his fist, and it's surprisingly hard and solid for something that is made entirely of ants. And it is not a good feeling. You feel hundreds of fire ant bites upon your skin as he makes contact with you, and it is just not a good time. And that is his turn. And he is incredibly unsettling up close, by the way. So, and next up is Cornelius.
Okay, so Cornelius is gonna go move first.
Remember, your dice is raised.
Yeah, and then he's gonna blast the thing again.
And I started blasting.
And
I'm not gonna stop. Not gonna stop till it's very, very dead. Or at least the closest this thing will resemble death. Alright, so I need to switch. What is this? Normal raise damage. Weird science needs to be increased. So how do I'm just seeing how I increase the die roll here.
If you right click, you can change the die size, and then you can change it back after the roll, or you can roll from the chat down at the bottom. You can pick what die you want to roll. You can pick more than one, and you can select ace to make sure it'll ace when you roll it.
Well, I'm just seeing how you increase the die with the so you said just right click it? No, that's
yeah, right click the skill and then it'll bring up a little.
Oh, okay. So give me 1 second here.
Yeah, no problem.
Right click the skill and just increase it to D12 temporarily.
Yes.
Alright. Well, was it delete that one? And then we'll close that and we'll do this. Get rid of that. I got to 6.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a success.
Yeah. So now I roll for damage.
Yes.
Let's see here. 9.
Alrighty, and that is enough to shake him up once more. So you shoot him again, and the outstretched hand that was that had punched Frenchie, it kind of didn't recede, like it was going to try to strangle him, perhaps. And you blow it off at the elbow, and so the ants go flying. Some of them onto Frenchie, some of them dead, and it starts attempting to reform again, but he is momentarily shaken up.
Okay.
Did you want to move any more? Did you use all your movement?
I moved my pace of 6. I'm good.
Okay. Next up is Haywood.
All right. Haywood, taking 2 actions, by the way. Haywood will shout out to Frenchie. Hey, get it together. You got this. You got this, partner. And I'm going to do command, which is a... What kind of roll is a command?
I think it's just you do it. I don't think it... Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I can just
Let
click
me
on
see.
my edges. Command is the basic ability to give clear instructions, extras, add +1 to their... Oh, yeah. You just get it.
Yeah, it just happens. Yeah.
All right, so Mike, whenever you make a roll to get rid of your shaken, you're going to add a +1 to it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move up to this side and using my blessed bullet, try to shoot the ant boy from the other side.
Okay. Go ahead and roll shooting.
Be at -2, but that's fine. Now, does command from last time when I added the shooting, does that work for me, or is that just my allies?
I don't think you can inspire yourself.
Okay, cool. I mean, that wouldn't make sense, so I get it.
I mean, you're
Also-
pretty inspiring, but...
If you're at a -2, don't forget you're at a +2 right now, so it's an nulled out
Oh, because of the smite. Okay.
because of the smite.
All right, cool. I'm gonna use the Benny because I would actually like to hit. Oh hell yeah! That is a 9.
9. Okay, that's a raise. So go ahead and roll with an extra d6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll be 3d6 plus 1.
And smite is both to hit and damage, correct?
Oh. No, just the damage. Sorry,
Oh, just the damage.
-2.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
But your damage is a +2.
Okay.
Not your to hit.
I think I still would hit, right?
Yes, you still would have hit.
Okay. So 3, 12, 15, 18, 20 plus 2, 22 damage.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Oh, excuse me, 23 damage. Because there's a +1 on that.
Okay, let me use my little handy dandy raise calculator. I can find it. Okay. 4 raises. I'm going to do something that I hate doing, but it's fun for me, which is spending a Benny to soak damage.
Okay.
So we're going to just do this. Amount of wounds for soak wounds. Okay, so even soaking one of his wounds, he is not able to survive this shot. So where do you shoot him? What does this look like?
I guess it's just the ants are like crawling all over the place and creeping. I assume he just goes a shot for the head, and I'm not building your monster for you, but I think the queen ant is in the head, and he just happens to hit the queen ant. And fire ants go all over the place. In Otis's mind, that is absolutely 100% what happens. And you're like, I definitely hit the thing that was controlling this. And the ants absolutely disperse. And the ant-man creature is gone. Everyone all right?
Before a lot of time passes, before 5 minutes passes, Ronnie immediately goes, "There's a ghost in the saloon if you want to get it with your magical bullets while you got them. Do it now, before they're gone." Because it enchants the entire clip basically that you have, or 20 bullets or something like that for 5 minutes.
Well, Professor Frenchie
bends like, okay, how do I get unshaken?
You have to roll spirit.
+1.
Okay. Before I do that, I just kind of bend down, step on a few like scurrying ants, pick up my cigarette that I dropped after I got punched, and just kind of take a drag and and as I take the drag, I try to unshake myself.
They swallow 2 ants, it's fine.
That's a spirit.
Yes. Spirit +1. Because of that command.
Spirit. I just type in here +1.
Or you can add it from... You could add it mentally, or you could do the little modifiers for better rolls and add a +1 to the roll. But don't worry about that, because I didn't explain that feature to you before, so... the joys of working with VTTs when you are unfamiliar with them. So just go ahead and roll, and we'll just add a +1 to it.
I have the +1 on there just so you know. We don't need to add the +1.
Okay. 4? Yeah. 4 is a success. So you are unshaken.
Sweet. And I will remove the +1 now.
Cool.
And you would have been able to go next, actually. So if you want to take this moment to listen to Ronnie and go shoot that ghost, be my guest.
Okay.
You've got the movement.
It's getting in the butter.
How do I close that? How do I remove my shaken?
You just uncheck it on the top of your character sheet.
Nope, that's targeting.
I can do it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're unshaken.
So I can move my 6.
Yes.
If I click on the right thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step in. Oh, the door is closed, so I'm going to be at the 5. I'm going to click on the door to open it. And I have one more thing of movement.
Yeah, there is a table directly in front of you. You can kind of like kick it to the side and step in.
And then we'll shoot it.
All right, go ahead.
Your dice is still increased because I don't think you ever took a shot with the increased dice, did he?
No.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
You still at a 12 for your
So I
shooting.
shoot with a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Focus. Shooting D10. Okay. I'll just roll the D12 then.
Yeah.
Yes.
D12 roll, and then I add a.
Yeah, if you select the D6 as well and then hit, or actually if you hit wild and then ace after you hit the D12, it should do both of those when you hit the roll button.
What? I click ace as well?
Yes. Because it allows the die to ace. So if you don't have it checked, it'll just, if you roll a 12, it won't do anything.
Oh, okay. And then it's a +3 that, or +3? Because I get the +2 from.
Oh, from the.
You get +2
from
from Smite.
I
Oh,
get
there's no other +1. It's just the +2 from Smite because it only increased by one die type. I checked to see if
No,
Inspire
the
has
+1 from my marksman.
Oh, yes. You don't get +2 from Smite. That's just damage.
Okay. Yes. Sure. Okay. It's just a +1 then.
Yes, correct.
Let's go +1. Roll.
Oh, I did an ace. Roll another d6.
Take off the wild and take off the ace.
Either way, you would have gotten a 10. If we took the first die that rolled, which is the 3. So 10 is a raise. So go ahead and roll an extra d6 damage.
Which is normally 2d8. So it's d8.
2d8 plus a d6
D10.
plus 3 damage? Or plus 2 damage?
Yes.
Add 2 from...
+2 damage.
+2.
And which is normally -1, so it's a +1.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And roll d6.
Twelve.
Yeah. Yes, 12. Okay. Mr. Ghosty here. Yeah, that is enough. You come in with your Winchester and you kick that table aside and you just level your gun in the direction of the bar. It looks like this ghost could have been the barkeep. He's wearing an apron, and that's about as far as you get with that thought before you completely blast him away and he dissipates in blue fire.
Coulda, shoulda,
Fucking
woulda.
sick of these ghosts. It's clear.
Thank you, Frenchie. Appreciate it. Oh, this town. Hope it's not more trouble than it's worth. Everyone all right? Looking around at the groups. Professor, you good? Randy?
Capacitors are still at 17.03 gigawatts.
I'm assuming that's a good number.
I'm good.
Whew.
Rips, can you bring your lantern in here, please?
Yeah. Let's check out this saloon then. Walk up.
And then
into-
when terrified that our marshal keeps rolling, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's actually good for it to be higher this time, but you don't know that.
It's good.
I have no clue what's going on.
Anything in the saloon? Because I have my lantern out.
You see
Question.
a pool table.
After I killed that ghost, did I hear any wailing?
That's right.
The ghost? No. After
No, not from the ghost, from the lady. Or a female wailing voice. Frenchie
Yeah,
has a ongoing theory.
Correct. I understood what you meant. After you killed the ghost in the bar, you did not hear anything. But after you killed the after Haywood blew away the ant
And we did,
gentleman,
yes.
there was a wail.
Okay.
And since Frenchie was down the thoroughfare and rolled so well on that initial notice, you know that it came from somewhere in one of these buildings. You're not sure which one, but it was somewhere down this side of the street.
Okay.
All right.
Cool stuff in the saloon. Is this a place where we want to be looking, maybe? Right, because they usually got a lot of money in these places.
Yeah, I'm start scoping out the saloon, looking for anything of interest. Trapdoors, safes is just. I mean, I know probably ransacked,
booze?
but yeah, is there anything in this whole place?
Anybody who is looking for anything, go ahead and roll research.
Hey, professor, you wanna?
And if you're untrained, just roll a d4, right?
D4 -2.
Yeah, I'll roll it, but I know I'm not.
Yeah, there is an unskilled skill on your sheets as well.
Roll one skill.
Okie dokie.
I did an ace. I'm just gonna roll one more.
I'm not
Yeah,
worry about
go ahead.
it. It's bad.
I hate when it does that. I should have unselected wild. So through too many things are happening. I can't see.
You got a 9, Frenchie.
Minus
Research.
2.
Yeah, 7. And then the professor got a 5. Ronnie
I got
got...
a 0.
You did get a 0. You didn't get a crit fail. You came pretty close, though. So you are just like...
I figure she goes through and she kind of like loses interest relatively quickly.
You get
Looking
splinter.
around for stuff like isn't her.
Even more than that, you feel like you probably didn't spend that much time in bars. You're just not very sure, and it just feels like there's an unsettling feeling that's coming over you, and you just...
I don't like this place.
Miss Rainey, if you need to step outside, I can go out there with you.
No, that's all right. Figure it's safer in here anyway than being out where another monster might be.
All right, just let us know.
But
I'll just
between the two of you, Frenchie and the professor, you find $15 in silver coins.
That's spending money.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
And a half-drunk bottle of whiskey.
Quarter. 3/4. Because I just drank a quarter. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give it a sniff. Does it smell like good whiskey?
Smells like you could clean with it.
All right. So yeah,
So,
good whiskey.
Mr. Haywood, are we going to give the money to Mr. Haywood to keep track of, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Actually, Haywood Company, the gang, there is a split. I mean, so basically
Well,
you
you
hand
can
him the
split-
money, and then he'd be like, all right, couple for you, couple for you. Yeah, that kind of an idea.
Well,
Give
you
you
get-
shit out at the end.
Yeah, we'll divvy it out at the end.
Gotcha. I'll keep nice. Yeah, got the ledger right here. I'll make sure that the money stays safe. All right. So not much in this place. Have we checked this back room back here?
That is not a back room. That is, you found a hole in the wall. This is a completely different building.
Excuse
And
me.
you just walked into it because the wall is broken.
Oh,
So
okay.
the wall between the two is broken.
Oh, so that's actually like a thing I could really find. Hey,
Yes.
Oh, like it's not foundry broken. The wall.
No,
is
it's like the wall is broken. Yes.
you guys come check this out. Not sure what this building would be over here, but we could check it out.
Taking a quick peek outside. There's nothing else outside, right? Other than Frenchie, who is down in the middle of the road.
You don't see anything as you look up and down.
I'm going to take a step out a little further. Looking at the building to the left, does it say anything on the outside of that building?
There is a sign that has a B on it. Not
A bee?
not the animal, like the letter B.
Okay. I'm going to walk
That's a-
over and try to open the door then,
Okay,
if that's okay.
go ahead. It opens.
I walk in the room.
You can see that in the back that this is open to the outside over here, because part of the back wall is also has a huge hole in it. So
Trips, there was a B on the front of the building. You think it is marking it to be a building? You think this is building B? Is there a building C? Or a building A?
Sure,
Maybe.
quite possibly.
I thought you were gonna say it was marked B as in building,
I thought that too.
not building B, but this
It
is
was-
B for building, and that one is B for building.
If they're not going by a numerology, they're clearly going by alphabetizing them, right?
I think it's B for big score, because that's what we're about to do here. Check
I
it.
like the way you think.
Yeah.
That's excellent optimism, Mr. Haywood.
You know me, always positive. Anything in here, or is this just like a building that's like dilapidated?
It seems pretty dilapidated to you.
All right, and there's no other holes in the other
Trips,
wall? Oh, go ahead.
we are getting close to where I heard the sound from earlier. We
Yeah,
should be on our guard.
for sure.
We do not want to be caught with the pants around the ankles.
That's a saying. Yeah, we don't want your long johns in a bunch. All right, everyone, high
Is there
alert.
another break in the wall, like here, or is there another wood
Yes.
like glitch?
Nope, that is a break in the wall.
Okay,
If you can see through it, it means that
assume
you're
it's not broken. Okay,
you can see through it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Guns out, because this is where the whaling was. But then I will step forward into this next building, building C, is what we're going to call it at the moment.
Building C. Okay. Yeah. There's a big pile of rubble in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Luc is opening the door.
Okay. And it's locked.
Is it locked? Can I unlock it from the inside?
Sure can.
I unlock the door.
Okay. Yeah. And it opens.
It is always good to have a way out. Am I right, Mr. Trips?
Oh yeah, that's what we keep you around for. Get in and get out anywhere, just like any legitimate businessman.
This is how we like the wagon and we roll.
Is this our wagon? No, we didn't come with a wagon.
No, it's just a wagon.
Wagon.
It's
There's a
well,
wagon.
it's a
I was
little-
just saying. I was just trying to say. I was like, "This is the way we roll," but I was like, "Oh shit, that
Yeah.
wouldn't be a saying in the old West." So I was brought the wagon.
So-
Where is there actually a wagon?
Where's a wagon at?
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
around back.
Ronnie, like in the back, like kind of like clambered up a bit on some of the rubble. I'm assuming maybe like a higher point because you got these planks here that are maybe leaned up against something that have fallen. And she's looking out this like crack in the back, and she's pointing out and just back there, and it's like there's a wagon back there.
Huh.
Does it look like how on the scale of 1 to 10? If we hitched a horse to it, could we drive it away right now, or is it like a?
One of the wheels looks a little broken. It doesn't look so broken that it wouldn't work. It just definitely would be pretty rickety for a while
Okay, so it looks like
until
it's been here
it
for a
stops
while.
working. Oh yes, absolutely.
Alright.
Can we
Not
get out-
new folk, but
Yeah. Can we get out
Can we
this
get
back
out
way?
here?
Because my character's
Sure.
walking through it. I'll call the others over. Hey, let's come check this out. Maybe there's a big old hoard of treasure in this wagon out here. And I will start moving towards it,
Okay.
circling around it.
Oh, I needed to do math, and I forgot to.
whoops,
Just one.
math is hard.
What is 15 times 6? It is okay. Yeah.
90.
And yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is this wall busted? That yeah, we can see through. So we can see there's a not friendly person there. Can
Oh,
we?
you absolutely can see that there is a ghostly gentleman over there as well. It takes down here. This appears to be some sort. You can see the giant hole in the wall in this building. There are crates, and it looks like equipment of some sort. And this ghost blinks out of view, and then reappears like right here at the edge of the hole, and like starts trying to throw things at you, but you're a little too far away. It does not appear friendly in any way, shape, or form. But after a moment or two, it does not move any closer to you.
I don't
You
know.
think it is defending its spot?
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but it seems like they just kind of sit in a room and don't really go out of their way to chase us down. Like the one in the saloon did not come out even though Randy saw it. This guy also the same.
What time is it, by any chance?
In real life? Or
No.
in the game?
In the game.
It is
High noon.
It was sunset when you arrived, so it was probably about 8 o'clock-ish, 8 p.m.
Okay, so it's getting pretty dark.
It's starting to be twilight at this point. So
Okay.
Perhaps they are like electrical currents and they are tethered to a particular location, and thus subsequently cannot go much further than where he already is situated.
Or the sun's not set yet.
Sunset? Excuse me? Oh, like when sunlight's gone, they can roam freely, perhaps.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Or they're like the professor said, and they're electromagnetically tethered to a spot, like they're on a leash,
Yeah.
right?
a crate gets thrown like right here and clatters into the wooden debris.
Hey, I'm talking. Relax.
Yeah, I thoroughly examined the wagon.
Yes, let's check this out.
Confirm whether or not it is in what state of disrepair it is, and determine what will be necessary in order to make it roadworthy.
I want to look in the wagon.
Sure. Roll repair.
Can I look in it?
That's
Sure.
I'm sure.
Are
there's-
you like searching?
Yeah, I know there's like Adam doesn't know, but I know there's like boxes and like there's storage on wagons.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
9. With that raise, you feel that the back left wheel is really the only one that would be a problem. If you were able to find another wheel, this would be a perfectly serviceable wagon. Like the main structure underneath that like attaches to hitch the horses to the wagon is stable and has the amount of give that it needs. So you just need another wheel to replace it.
So, Mr. Haywood, if we get another wheel, we can replace this one here, and it should be perfectly able to hitch the horses to this and utilize it.
Yeah, let's keep an eye out because if we get if we get a haul, it'll be nice to not weigh down the horses too much and take the wagon.
And did you roll research? Were you going to search?
Oh boy, I can roll it. Sure. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, thank Jesus.
While
it's
they're
minus
doing
2,
this,
right?
yeah,
It's -2.
Yes.
9.
you can roll on. Oh yeah, you're physical.
I got a 9 on it.
9. Okay. You find oh man, math. I'm not good at math. This is
Is there a
why
calculator in this thing?
there's a calculator in my computer. You find $48 dollars in various currency. Only $2 of it is actual physical bills. The rest of it is all coinage.
All right.
And it is like in a lockbox that was like pressed under the bed of the wagon, so like it was clearly hidden and forgotten.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll leave the box. Take the money. Like, all right, we got it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not carrying a box around. All right. Man, out right here. Keep an eye out for a wheel, everybody, just in case we want to be able to get away with this wagon.
Frenchie has not
Sweet.
taken his eyes off the our ghost friend here.
I am going to have him try to hit you. Actually,
There's a hole in the wall.
Bring it, Huck. If you could huck
Yeah.
that object.
Yup.
It is. Nope. He got a 0. So he does throw what appears to be like an assortment of horseshoes.
You piece of shit. I spit in his direction.
He looks very mad, and this particular ghost looks younger than some of the other ones. Not young, not a child, but just like a young man. And you get the impression based on the stuff that has been thrown out of it that this was probably a livery or stables or something to that extent. You're spending all kinds of bennies for
I only
some
meant to
reason?
spend one and through 3.
We just spent 3 bennies.
I have 3 though. I'm good.
Okay.
Rips, should I put a fucking bullet in its fucking head?
It's well, we've already determined that using your projectiles without proper enhancement is incapable of inflicting any sort of injury upon the apparition. Its most peculiar is the fact that they can actually throw corporeal material objects, even though they are in a clearly intangible, incorporeal state.
Absolutely. That's how ghosts work. It
But
appears.
if it throws shit at me, I want to throw shit back at it.
And
Piece
I'm
of
giving
shit.
I'm giving Cornelius and Frenchie both bennies for that. That was beautiful.
Well, Professor, do you want to just take him out right here where you are? Because I don't want Miss Randy to keep exhausting herself just for us to kill a little ghost.
I suppose it's best to let the dead rest. Like clicks on some switches on his rifle. It's like hard speed and all. He says, and he squeezes off another shot.
Better not miss.
Don't jinx it.
Watch him crit fail and shoot Mike in the back of the head.
I do have the trait where if something goes wrong, it's my
goes
ass
to-
that fucking gets it.
Right.
That's great because I have something where if I crit fail a shot, I
You know what?
take 1.
You know what? I rolled a 3. Let's re-roll this with a Betty.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wow, I know.
Why
you're
do the
worst
bennies
one.
hate
It's-
you?
It's fantastic.
You Greg will roll something and then roll a Benny with it and then roll the exact same thing.
Exact same thing.
Do you even know how to use that thing?
Of course I do. I it's like I turn these dials, flick the switch, I point it in the direction of a prospective target, and I'm demonstrating this to Frenchie, and then I just pull the trigger like this.
How about one more time? And I'll inspire so we can raise this thing up. What is my inspires battle, right?
Yes.
Where's my
Before the professor goes to fire off, Frenchie's gonna try to just pick up a stick or piece of debris nearby or a horseshoe or something and try to just chuck it at this fucking ghost.
It's a 9, by the way.
Sure, go ahead and roll athletics.
So is that 2? Or is it just 1?
It's just 1.
Raise your dice, Gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird
Fair
Science is up by a die type. And
Whoops.
Frenchie is rolling athletics to throw this horseshoe back at this ghost. You're getting a Benny for this, by the way.
As soon as I click it, it doesn't. There we go. Athletics. Roll.
I would love if you killed
I don't
this
get
ghost.
marksman with this. Damn.
Nope. Actually, wait. I think technically marksman does apply to thrown things.
Thrown things.
So it would be a 4. So
I roll a 4.
yeah, you throw this horseshoe through the chest of this ghost. It goes through. It doesn't seem pleased, but you also don't seem to have hurt it. But you do feel a little better.
You're just
Watch,
kind of like,
if-
how do you fucking like it?
If I roll double ones, it's when I'm just imagining it's like as Cornelius is explaining this to Frenchie, Otis tells him, like, tries to inspire him, startles him, and he pulls the trigger. If he rolls double,
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Thank God.
Oh, nice.
There we go. That's a good number.
Okay, so you do an extra d6 damage.
okay.
Raise.
So what is it?
I think I'm so inspiring.
So 10.
10. That'll do it. You watch as this electricity hits the center mass of this ghost, and like the spiritual smoke of it all kind of like disappears in a puff of like smoke that you have seen the professor's experiments go up in smoke at various times instead of that like spectral fire that you have seen before. But the fact is still the same, which is that the ghost is gone.
The professor smiles as he takes off a burnt-out vacuum tube off the side of his Tesla gun and tosses it, and then inserts a new one. He says, "I got about 6 shots left. I kind of want to save some of my some of the battery charges in case somebody gets hurt."
For sure. Yeah, appreciate it. Let's make sure to manage that. And I'll go ahead and let's start exploring this place because this fucking ghost was annoying.
As you start to take more steps towards the livery, you hear again from this direction that scream, that wail from a woman.
Up. It's above us now.
Yes.
So we've kind of pinpointed like the area.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we make our way there, the trips?
Yeah, let's. This building will still be here. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go towards the screams, everybody.
Is that money on that table there, or is it just leaflets?
I mean, we're gonna come back and
Sure. It's $3. There you go.
Scoop, scoop, scoop.
There you go, trips. Like it looks like green pieces of paper and.
Oh, I
coins.
was looking at the coins. The greenish is probably just debris, but
Okay. I'm just looking like that. Looks like it's just wads of cash and gold coins on this desk. Why is no one taking this?
yeah, because typically speaking, out west, it was more common to use metal coins instead of paper bills. That it was just more effective.
Before we move on, what's in this building that I'd wandered off to while they were taking pot shots at a ghost?
Where did you go? You're not even on my map anymore.
You guys done things for me. I was like, look, I found an entranceway, and just walked in the back of one of the buildings that had a.
There's some rope here that looks like it might be usable. Other than that, it's like there's a cabinet over here. You open it, and like some bugs crawl out. Not like the ants that you were fighting before, just some bugs.
Not Paul Rudd.
Nope. We're gonna. Oh,
Do any of the buildings on this right have any?
I would like a notice roll, please, from my party.
Notice.
Our respectable party?
Notice.
Our perfectly respectable organization.
I have a
Hell yeah.
4.
Notice, hey.
11.
4.
11.
A whopping
Okay.
4.
Haywood, you're the first to notice. As around the corner, up to the north, comes lumbering your ant-based friend from before.
Son of a
Fucker.
God. Alright, y'all. Let's make haste. He's up there again. I'm gonna make haste for... Is this the scream door?
You, as best you can tell, there is a sign above it that says Heathridge's, and the rest of the sign is illegible.
Alright.
I
will hurry the group towards there before old Ant Boy gets down here, and I'm boop, boop.
Go to open the door.
Walk on in.
Oh, he was able to walk in.
As you walk in, immediately, it hurled in your direction comes a can of cream corn, and it lands directly in front of you, on like off to the side, and you see a woman, a young woman, ethereal, staring at you in sorrow and horror. And she screams again as she throws a box. It again misses you and lands off to the side in front of you.
Ma'am, could you just calm down for a second? I would like to know what seems to be the issue here. Can you tell me anything?
Roll persuasion.
All right. And also, I would tell, hey, guys, get in the door. So we can close the door so this fucking ant doesn't get us.
You should not be wasting the food. This looks like perfectly good cream corn.
A 4.
She looks at you And she just raises one arm and points at you, and then points off to the side a little bit. And then she screams again, and then another can comes flying at you and does not hit you either. It lands in front of you off to the side.
What's she
What
pointing
direction
at?
did she
Yeah.
point in
Uh,
as it trailed off?
If the cans are hitting here, she pointed in that vague direction.
We start searching.
Is there anything in that over in that spot there?
There is a shelf with like some dusty goods on it, but
Can I search the shelf?
sure.
How old is this town supposed to be?
That you do not know. All you really know about it is, well, actually, roll common knowledge, Professor.
Are there handles on this door that I could take a piece of like broken wood here and just kind of like bar the door from Bug Boy potentially coming in?
There are shelves here that are mostly empty that you could probably move and bar the
wow.
door that way.
Okay.
I
It's
got a whopping 2.
inward swinging door.
Yes.
Okay.
As you get a 2, you're not really sure how old this town is.
Looks fairly old. It kind of looks to Frenchie. It's like, Mr. Fontaine. It's like, are we dealing with a racist ghost? It's only throwing cans at Mr. Haywood.
I think he was the first one in, and we saw the Ant-Man. That should be our concern right now. Should we barricade this door?
Yes, Mr. Frenchie, please do that.
Do we have any? Maybe there's kerosene here. We put the kerosene. If it is like a composite of nothing but ants. If we put kerosene beneath the door, the ants will definitely not want to come in here.
Does it look like I have the fucking kerosene on me right now? Grab the shelf.
As you are moving, Haywood, the woman throws another can in your general direction. It falls short of where you are.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like she was trying to hit you, and it goes in the same vicinity as the other thing she has been throwing.
Is there? Oh, so I want to check that. Is there a trap door? Is there something on the shelf? Like, obviously, there's something with this specific spot.
Okay, so where are you looking specifically?
Well, where she pointed, and where's the cans are in the general, this general down here-ish direction.
Okay, so you are like stooping down and looking.
Yes, I'm just gonna check, give everything over here a once over. Like I said, trap doors under a rug.
Is that
on
the nearest shelf?
Whatever, yeah.
If not, because that's probably if that by the picture looks like it's near a shelf. I'm gonna grab that shelf. If there's anything on it, I'm probably gonna knock it off and just try to pull that one because it's the nearest one. I'm trying to block the door.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics.
Damn it!
I mean, to be fair, you're trying to do some heavy lifting here.
And you're all just watching.
I'm trying to solve a ghost puzzle.
I got a 4.
4 is more than enough. You are able to jostle all kinds of preserved goods off of the shelf as you move it. But in the process, as you drag it across the floor, there is a loose floorboard that you knock up in front of Haywood. And as you are holding the lantern and looking down, you see within a journal.
Oh, all right. I'll look at her, and then I'll bend down to get it. And be like...
She just looks at you silently as you pick it up. And I'm going to put that journal into the posse token that you all have access to, I think.
Yeah.
I think I gave you access to it. So that you can read it. But I actually think that our one shot is going to be a 2-shot because it is 11 o'clock. So
that happens.
So this, I think,
Homework reading
is where we will end, with the posse acquiring a mysterious faded journal from a ghost who does not seem to be immediately hostile to the party, while this Ant-Man seemingly came back together and is pursuing the party throughout town.
All right.
Yay!
So this is where we will pick up next week.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
Say the line.
I don't remember what the line is.
The line is, we'll see you next week on the Isle of Misfit Rolls. It's fun.